Hi guys, this is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of December 2019. This is going to be a general reading, so take it as it resonates. Depending on which part of your life is most prominent this month, that is what's going to show. So if it's going to be love, then it's probably going to be a love reading, and if it's finances, it's going to be a financial reading, and so on and so forth. Actually, this is the third time I'm recording for you guys. For some reason, my camera had some problems every time I was doing the reading, or the second time it's my fault. I accidentally deleted it, so I was like, what the heck is going on? But hopefully this is going to be the final one. I guess maybe there's a lot of things going on, but you know, these things, they happen for a reason. So let's see what's happening for the sign of Pisces in the month of December of 2019. So far, I've noticed most of the signs, most of their, I wouldn't say challenges, but experiences this month was in learning lessons and letting go. I have a feeling 2020 is going to be really good for most of us, guys. Okay, so in the past you have the Nine of Wands, sign of Pisces. Let's see how is it now in the present for the sign of Pisces. Okay. And your influences. Oh, that was fast. Okay. And the obstacles for this month. Ooh. Okay. And your outside influences. Sometimes they take a while to shuffle, so you're welcome to skip about, 3 to 4 minutes into the video. Should be good. Okay. And your best course of action for Pisces this month. And the outcome for this month for Pisces. Outcome for Pisces. Gosh, you have like cards falling all over the place. Something tells me that there is quite a few outcomes here, so the situation is a little bit more complex. Or maybe quite a few are... Ooh, okay. This is the outcome. So in the past here we have the Nine of Wands. So this is what they typically call the wounded warrior energy. So either you were hurt or someone else was hurt. This basically just means that So got the Eight of Swords here. There was a lot of fears. There was a lot of fears that probably didn't exist. Maybe the situation was either blown out of proportion. There was definitely a lot of arguments going on. And after that, you got scared. You got scared of the hurt, of the possibility of maybe that there's something more, something that what I'm getting here mostly is that maybe before this even happened, you were more scared of it than it had to be, because in your past, so to speak, you had experiences with something similar like this. So this was kind of like PTSD. I have a feeling you think you came out on top. That's for sure. You think you came out the victor, but I think the way you came out of it as the victor, so to speak, is because you started to focus more on your career, on your finances, on your work, on basically just, you know, taking your mind off of it and just, I don't know, maybe just embracing that single energy. What you have in your influences is a star card. I think a few signs had the star card as their influence for this month. You want something new. You want a new beginning. You want a new start, I think, but the energy is still very unstable. There's still a lot of illusions here. Let me try to clarify this moon. From what I'm getting, it's either you're not quite clearly seeing the picture here the way it has to be. Maybe you were scared of it. It's either you or them. I have a feeling this is a love reading because this doesn't really... You have work here, and I think financially you're doing very, very well, because in your outcome here you have the King of Coins. So you're definitely grounding yourself and you're taking away yourself from the emotions. But deep down inside, maybe you're watching all other people, maybe you're watching the other person move on, and maybe you don't want to move on from that. Not necessarily that they moved on with someone else, but that they moved on with their life without you. And you thought you had something. You thought you had something more tangible here. Because they also have the Four of Swords here. So whatever the situation is, I think both of you are taking a break from this. Just resting from it. You're not getting emotional because you have the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords here for your outer influences. So somebody got heartbroken and they just need time for themselves. They just need to take themselves out of the situation. Maybe there was also not necessarily a third-party situation, but something definitely went wrong. Maybe I'm feeling it was more of a verbal fight. Maybe some people said really hurtful things that really hurt you, or you hurt them. This Three of Swords, it just keeps on coming out. So this definitely feels like heartbreak to me. Somebody was not satisfied with the cups that they were given. They were not satisfied with the offer, and it broke their heart. And I'm kind of channeling the second person here as well. They just went quiet. Maybe they saw the situation for what it was, and they realized finding this was just gonna waste their time and energy, and vice versa, it can apply for you as well. Because the best sort of action that you can take here is the Queen of Cups. So to me, the Queen of Cups was always a woman or a person, not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily need to be a female, but someone who is really in touch with her emotions, someone who is balanced, someone who is not afraid to feel, someone who knows what she wants, and she's not afraid of, in a way, wearing her heart on her sleeve, but she is also really strong. You know, yes, she can feel sometimes hurt and all these negative emotions, but that does not bring her down, because she's so balanced within herself, so self-aware, and I think it's a long time coming. Like, you will get there, Pisces. It's a slow and steady journey, but you will get there, and eventually I have a feeling that you're gonna maybe in a way center yourself through career and finances. This is the grounding point for you, just actually doing something physically with your head, because you know the best way of taking the energy away from our mind and our thoughts is to work on our physical body, let's say, or just do something with your hands, or just something to distract ourselves, so that our mind won't have that energy to overanalyze, overthink things that happened in the past and just obsess over it. Let's check your outcome. You also got a 9 of Cups. So there's definitely going to be a wish fulfillment either by the end of this month or in the beginning somewhere in January. I'm guessing a lot of people actually are going to get their wishes granted. A lot of lessons learned, a lot of a spiritual graduation. If 10 of Coins, guys, 10 of Coins. You definitely need to ground yourself, and the way you're probably gonna have to do it is either through work or also self-realization, probably both. In a more simple term would be, for me to tell you this, is just accept what you feel. Just accept what you feel and realize for what it was. And don't be ashamed if it was, if somebody hurt you. Just admit that you were hurt, but that you can heal and that you can move on. And you're as I was saying this, move on, I just looked down and yeah, you got the 8 of Cups here. So moving on from the situation, finding yourself, in a way you're in a peace. I have a feeling there's going to be still some communication. Whoever hurt you, I have a feeling that this kind of went how it wasn't supposed to go. There were some mistakes made here. But either way, this was a really good lesson for you. You had to go through this. This is something that sometimes we just need to go through certain things in life. We can't escape them. But they do make us stronger, so that we're more prepared for anything else that's coming, and we're wiser, we're better, and we're more in touch with our emotions. But you're definitely gonna get your wish fulfillment, guys. Like 10 of Coins, 9 of Cups, and the King of Coins. This is gonna be a really good month for you. At least definitely a good ending to this year for sure. In January, I have a feeling is going to be really good. Having said this, I'm going to end it here. So guys, I wish you happy holidays, and I hope I'll see you next month. Goodbye.